we would have still given you a payment plan. I'm not trying to make you feel worse. Really. I'm just seriously, when I say spread the word, I mean it. I don't want other people doing what you did.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you get to do a lot more courts than I do. I don't know a single court that is not going to work with you if you don't have any money. I mean, in the old days, there's still some out there.
I'll hold my comments.
All right. Well, but here.
But
okay?
this court is
so
certainly one that
some
does.
Courts dangerous to walk in without money. Fair to say?
That is, sir.
But those courts are easy to find. All you got to do is talk to people. All right.
Sure.
This is not one of those courts.
Absolutely not.
So let people know if you get a ticket in this venue, you're making things worse by just staying out of court because the late fees rack up. Johnny Bullock. Do you have an attorney, sir?
No.
Are you?
No, I was.
Okay. You don't want to talk to the court appointed attorney?
No, he talked to the prosecutor.
Okay. Okay. Come on up. Okay. I just want to make sure you know that there's an attorney here to talk to if you want one.
Yeah.
Come on up.
If I have any questions, can I talk to him for a second?
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. So I've got a number of files here. Let's see what we've got. All right, I got 4 different files, all the same charge, retail fraud. So it looks like you're going to plead guilty to 1 charge. 3 charges will be dismissed. On the 1 charge that you're pleading guilty to, the prosecutor is asking me to take a delayed sentence, and there's restitution of $123.79.
Yes, Your Honor.
So did you go over your rights? You understand those rights?
I do.
All right. You understand the options those rights give you?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand the possible penalty for this charge is up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines, plus court costs.
Yes.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to this 1 charge freely and voluntarily today?
I do.
I guess it doesn't matter. Let's just take the plea on 94 and we'll dismiss the rest. Okay. All right. On April 9, 2024, were you at a store in Van Buren Township?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Ma'am?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't
okay.
personally remember exactly the dates,
okay.
but I know that I did what I did.
Okay. What store were you at?
Oh, Walmart.
Walmart. And when you were at Walmart on that date, did you try to take some merchandise without paying for it?
I did. I switched the tags.
Okay. So you had a $2 item and you had a $5 item. You put the $2 item on the $5 tag or something like that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What was the item?
It was, I'm obsessive compulsive. It was, toy cars, which sounds
okay.
ridiculous.
Okay. All right. All 4 of these incidents were cars?
They were just collectible toy cars.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I can accept your plea to the April 9 charge. I'll dismiss the other charges in keeping with your agreement with the prosecutor's office. Have you got anything on your record now? Any criminal convictions?
No.
Okay. Are you working?
I don't work because I'm on Social Security.
Okay.
I have extreme OCD and anxiety, and I have Asperger's.
Okay.
So
okay.
Yes, I don't work at the moment.
Okay. Are you treating with anybody?
I am. I'm with Dr. Nowak.
Okay.
I see her. But I am getting I'm seeking regular counseling because of this.
Okay. Okay. So is Dr. Nowak just your regular doctor? You don't see her on a regular basis?
I see her like every once a month or every 2 months.
Is she a psychiatrist?
She's a psychiatrist.
Okay.
That prescribes me medication.
Okay.
Like
okay. But you're not seeing her for counseling?
No.
Okay.
No, but I do want to get a counselor.
Okay. All right. Have you talked to your doctor about the counseling?
I have.
So I'm assuming she's going to give you some recommendations.
Yeah, I'm going to get it. I'm going to have one very soon.
Okay. All right. All right. Are you currently on a payment plan with us, Mr. Bullock?
I am.
For some traffic stuff?
For traffic.
Okay. Are you current with that payment plan?
Yes. It's $50 a month. And I pay on the 4th, I believe. So
you can afford it?
No, I can. It's I pay on the 4th.
Okay. But you're keeping up with it?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So who's that lady back there that wants to be so helpful?
That is my mother.
I figured it was.
Yes,
Do you mind if I talk to her?
absolutely.
All right, Mom, come on up. Good morning, Mom. Put your name on the record.
Tammy Thornton.
Good morning. What else should I know about Mr. Bullock before I decide how to handle this sentence?
John, he was having, he was on a medicine that was causing him to be very manic. I didn't quite catch on, some things were happening, and then after this happened, I realized absolutely that medicine was causing him to be
Okay.
manic.
Is he living with you?
He does not, he does live on his own. I
Okay,
just kind of manage.
okay.
Um,
Where do you live geographically?
It's Lanning,
Okay,
on Ford Lake.
all right, so you're close.
Yes,
Yeah,
very
okay,
close to his house.
Okay. Anything else?
He's been in treatment since he was young. He has had counselors off and on. We were doing good, so we hadn't had a counselor in the last couple of years,
Yeah.
but we did sign up yesterday. We're gonna, get hooked up with the counselor.
Where at?
Through telehealth.
Okay,
He sees Dr. Nowak, who's a psychiatrist since he was young.
yep,
But she just does mostly medication.
sure, sure.
The medicine was absolutely making him manic.
A new med?
No,
Okay,
Yeah, it was switched around. I had a baby, or I didn't. My girlfriend had a baby two months ago, and around the time that she got pregnant, my meds were switched, and that's
Okay.
when it began.
and it
Okay,
kind of became
okay.
like a spiral.
okay.
And so
But he's never had any problems like this before.
no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, so it's
no.
obviously the meds.
So I mean, he's very focused OCD on these
Sure.
Hot Wheels.
Sure,
It's just Hot Wheel cars.
Yeah.
And so I think he heard other people talking, which is very common right now. People are doing, stealing. And
Yeah.
I think he heard other people talking about it, and he came up with this OCD.
Thought it was a
thing,
great
and
option.
Just focused on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I could tell he was getting really intense. So
Okay,
he does have something he wanted to read.
sure.
Yes.
He couldn't really remember it all, and he did write it down.
Just wanted to say, Your Honor, I stand before you with the intention of taking responsibility for my actions. I realize now how inappropriate I was behaving, and that it was detrimental to the well-being of my new family. I've been taking medication for OCD and anxiety since early childhood. In an effort to prepare me for the birth of my daughter, my doctor changed the medications without realizing it. I began to experience the effects of mania. I was being irrational, impulsive, and experienced mood swings. Despite the concerns of those around me, I was convinced that I was fine. Looking back, it is so clear to me now that my actions were shameful. I am sickened that I made the choices that could result in me being taken from my family and my child I have been so blessed with. I never want to put myself in a position to be separated from her again. This case has resulted me in seeking consistent counseling. I am more motivated than ever to do what's best for myself and my baby. She is the most important thing in my life. I apologize to the court, everyone involved, and I would like to thank you for the opportunity to speak me today.
Well
He
written,
wrote that himself.
well written, well written. All right, well, first of all, congratulations on your baby.
Thank you, sir.
How old?
2 months, just over 2 months.
Brand new. What's her name?
Her name is Stella. Stella the Rainbow.
Stella. That's such an old name. I love it when the old names come cycling back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, well, congratulations. So the restitution to Walmart, $123.79. When can you pay that?
Today.
He's gonna pay
In
everything
full?
Yeah, I can
today.
pay
Okay,
you.
all right.
All of it.
So
today.
here's what I'm gonna do. First of all, I'm gonna go along with the recommendation of the prosecutor. I'll delay sentence for 12 months. You gotta stay out of trouble for 12 months. No criminal stuff, okay? So get those meds right.
Yes.
Pay the restitution today. I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna assess any fines or court costs. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna give you, you tell me how much time you need. I'm gonna give you a time period by which I want you to be able to bring me documentation that you're treating on a regular basis with someone.
Okay.
Okay, not just the doctor you've been seeing for years. That's not really a therapist counselor, right? I want counseling, right?
Yep.
So how long do you think it's gonna take you before you get that in play enough that you can bring me some documentation that shows you're doing it?
I would think a couple weeks. Or what do you?
Yeah.
Reasonable?
Week or 2 weeks.
All right, so let's see. Today's the 20th. I'm gonna give you until, oh my God, it's already going into July. Another summer shot in the ass. July 12th.
Perfect.
All right.
Yes.
So just bring in some documentation from that office that shows that, you're meeting every Tuesday or every other Wednesday, whatever it is.
Okay.
All right. So I know you're getting the support. So I don't see you again for this kind of silliness.
Yes. Absolutely.
Deal? Okay.
I
right.
appreciate that.
So whatever money you thought you were gonna have to pay for me, what I want you to do is I want you to set that aside, start a special little account for Stella.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
So make that seed money
okay.
for that account for Stella.
I appreciate you.
All right. All right, so I'm just making a note, proof of counseling by, what did I say, the 12th?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Got it?
I got it.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You two enjoy your day.
All right, you too.
Thank you. Oh, one more thing. I need you to go to Van Buren Township to get your fingerprints
Oh,
taken.
yeah, she
Yeah.
did, she mentioned
Yeah.
that. Can we go on the way home or is that?
No, I was gonna ask you, is it convenient today?
Yeah,
Because the paperwork, we'll send the paperwork over to them.
yeah, we'll
So
just
go on the
go
way
do it
home.
right on our way home. Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Nicholas Battle. Morning, Council.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning, Mr. Battle.
Morning, sir.
Brian
Counsel?
Montfort with it on behalf of Mr. Battle, Your Honor.
All right. So I understand you want another date for a pretrial, July 18 at 9:10?
That's correct, Your Honor. Both sides are asking for that for some, there's some unusual circumstances here. So first of all, he's presenting himself for arraignment on all 6 files.
And would you waive formal reading?
Waive formal reading, stand mute on all 6, Your Honor.
I've only got, hold on a minute. Maybe I'm missing one.
Is it 5?
I've only got 5.
Okay, 5 then. I'm sorry.
Okay,
That's my
all right.
mistake.
I won't look for another one. Go ahead. Is there?
So that's what I wanted to talk about. He's already been arraigned on that, Your Honor.
Okay, so you got a court date on that one already?
That was on Tuesday.
Okay,
yeah.
so we're just dealing with the local Van Buren right now.
That's right,
Go ahead.
but it appears that, so it's all 5 of these come from the same traffic stop,
Okay,
okay? And it appears that the state case and this case were both filed. It's all of the same traffic stop, same offense date.
so we pick up state
same
charges
Van
out of
Buren
the same incident as this one.
Right, but I
What's
think
the
for the
state
same
charge?
offense, it's OWI and it's DWLS, which are 2 of the charges
Yeah,
here.
yeah, so somehow you ended up with duplicates.
So prosecutors are trying to look in and see, okay,
Right.
who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be
So
them? or is it gonna be
when's
us?
that date with the state prosecutor?
That's a week after next, the 3rd.
July 3rd?
Yeah,
Okay.
right. So we'll talk to them about that one and then I'll be ready for the 18th here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, but Miss Manarino knows the situation. It looks like it's a duplicate charge.
that's right.
Okay,
Yep, that's why we're both asking for this adjournment to sort
Okay.
that out.
all right. Okay, so let's do this. All right, so Mr. Battle, I'm gonna put you on $1,000 personal bond on each one of these files. First condition is kind of obvious, stay out of trouble. Second condition is pretty much as obvious, participate in this court date. And then the last condition I'm gonna put on you is do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood altering substance unless you got a doctor's prescription for the substance. You got all those? Got all those terms? All right, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 times 5 files if you screw this up?
Understood,
Screw up the bond, it costs you money.
understood.
Any questions?
No question, Brad.
All set?
All set.
Got a paper notice coming?
Yep.
All right, we'll get a paper notice and then you're out of here.
Thank you.
Have a good day, gentlemen.
You too.
Teresa, is it Elsie?
Yes. Correct.
Counsel, good morning.
Morning.
Your appearance, please.
Santino Mateo on behalf of Ms. Elsie.
Come on up, folks. All right, we got a plea agreement.
Correct,
Guilty plea, 3 months delayed, right?
absolutely correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Ma'am, did you discuss your rights and options with counsel?
Yes,
You understood all those?
yes,
All right, you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
yes,
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty today freely and voluntarily?
yes.
All right. Counsel, I've got a 3/21/24 incident date. Would you like to voir dire and get me the facts I need?
Sure. Ms. Elsie, on March 21st of this year, were you at Detroit Metro Airport?
Yes,
And why were you at Detroit Metro Airport?
I was traveling to the Yellow Peninsula.
And were you at the Airbus terminal?
Yes,
And did you go through security?
yes, I did.
And when you went through security, were you stopped?
Yes,
And were you stopped because you had a firearm in your bag?
yes,
And was the firearm a handgun?
Yes, it was.
Were you aware at the time you went through security at Detroit Metro Airport that the handgun was in your bag?
No,
And you were not authorized to have a handgun there and then, correct?
correct.
Okay, I'm satisfied if you are.
I'm satisfied. Your
Okay,
Honor.
I'll accept the plea. Prosecutors asked me to delay sentence for 3 months. What else should I know about Ms. Ellis? I'm assuming there's no prior criminal history.
No prior criminal history, Your Honor. This is
All
a kind of one-time event, we believe, unfortunate
Okay.
accident.
And you've discussed the retrieval of the weapon?
Correct, at the conclusion of the 3-month
Okay.
period, yes.
Okay, anything else you want me to know, ma'am?
Only other question, Your Honor, is will there be fines assessed today?
Yes,
And can you? give
I'm
me the
almost
amount?
there. I'm
Okay,
almost there.
Gotcha.
All right. Nothing else? All right, I'm gonna delay sentence for 3 months, stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. You can do that for another 3 months, right? Okay. Court costs are assessed the amount of $500. Can you pay that today, ma'am?
Yes.
Attorney? All right, come on up. I've got a ticket here with a misdemeanor charge of checkpoint violation from May 19, 2024. The prosecutor says you've agreed to pay $400 in fines and costs, plead responsible to an added civil infraction, and the misdemeanor would be dismissed. Is that the deal?
Correct.
Okay. Also, the item seized is destroyed. All right. I will accept your plea to the civil infraction double parking. Can you pay that 400 today, sir?
Yes, I can.
Go down and see that smiling cashier. Misdemeanor dismissed.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day, sir.
You too.
Joshua Asher. Mr. Asher, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney?
Yes.
Come on up. Looks like you made a deal with the prosecutor.
Yes.
Did you read your rights form?
Yes.
Did you understand those rights and the options presented to you?
Yes.
You understand the possible penalty for the added charge of no valid operator's license on person?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to that charge today?
Yes.
Mr. Asher, did you drive a vehicle in Van Buren Township on January 27, 2024 while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied?
Yes.
I'll accept your plea to the added charge. I'll dismiss the original charge.
Thank you.
Looks like you're welcome. Looks like we're already sitting on some money of yours. $150 bond, correct?
Yes.
All right. And what's the status of your license now?
Valid.
Valid. Beautiful. Much nicer.
Mhm.
Are you working?
Yes.
Where do you work?
Speedway. I'm a store manager.
How long you been there?
6 years.
Good. Anything else you want me to know?
No, Your Honor.
Leaving a balance of, if my math is correct, 465. Can you pay that today or do you need some time?
I can do that today.
Go on downstairs. The cashier will smile at you and take your money.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Amarion Elliott. How do you say that first name? Amarion. Got it almost close. Come on up. You're going forward today without an attorney?
Yes.
All right. You understand your rights and the options those rights present?
Yes.
Okay. Says you're going to plead responsible to a double parking civil infraction. The prosecutor wants me to dismiss the misdemeanor charge that was issued to you. And you've agreed to pay fines and costs of $300. Is that all correct?
Yes.
That's the way you want to resolve it today?
Yes.
I'll accept your plea to the civil infraction and dismiss the misdemeanor. Can you pay the $3 today?
I would not be able to pay it today.
Okay.
I'd do it maybe a payment plan.
I'm gonna send you downstairs to talk about your options.
Okay.
Might not smile at you. Any questions?
Nope.
Have a nice day.
All right.
Eric, is it Lingle?
Yeah.
Come on up, sir. Mr. Lingle, you're going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And it looks like you're in a similar situation. You're going to plead responsible to double parking. We've got a misdemeanor from May 19, 2024. The prosecutor wants me to make go away,
Yes, sir.
right? That's the way you want to handle it today?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept your plea to double parking. And as per your agreement with the prosecutor, I'll assess fines and costs of $400. Can you pay today?
Yes, sir.
All right. You'll get a smile then. Go on downstairs.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna pronounce it Babatunde Coyote. How'd I do on the name? Is it Coyote? Coyote? All right. Common spelling.
I found it. It is common.
Good morning, sir. All right. You are going forward without benefit of a court-appointed attorney, correct?
Yes,
And is it okay with you if I dismiss this charge?
absolutely.
All right.
You are guest.
I will do so.
Yes.
Enjoy your day. Yes, sir.
Do I need proof that it was dismissed or?
You don't need it for me. Would you need it for anybody else?
Like, keep it for my records.
We can get you something. Just have a seat. We'll get you a piece of paper. Mustafa Mohammed. Good morning. You are going forward without a court-appointed attorney, correct?
Right.
Did you read your rights form?
Yes,
Understand those rights and the options they give you?
yes,
You understand the possible penalty for the added charge?
yes,
Understanding all of this, Mr. Mustafa, are you going to plead guilty freely and voluntarily to that added charge today?
yes,
Did you in fact drive a vehicle at Detroit Metro Airport on May 16, 2024 while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied?
yes.
I'll accept your plea to the added charge. I'll dismiss the original charge. What's the status of your license now?
I have my license now.
Valid?
Yes,
Wonderful. Are you working?
yes, I do landscaping.
Who do you work for? Just on your own?
Yes,
Okay. You making it? Keeping busy?
sometime.
You need more work?
Yeah.
All right, good luck. All right, anything else you want me to consider before I set the terms of your sentence?
I just went to court, in Farmington last week, and I'm on a payment arrangement.
Good.
with them. So
Good?
whatever come with this, I need like,
Yeah, you need some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll work with you. So here's what I'm gonna do. Fines and costs total $500. I need you to go downstairs and talk about your options. I'm wondering, Avery is 264? Good morning. How are you? Could you find use for a landscaper? Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe with the building department, you know, they're talking about doing all that work for the senior citizens. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna send you directly to you then. All right, he owes us $500. Okay, thanks. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna go downstairs and you're gonna ask for Mr. Taylor. All right. I'm okay with you doing either one. If you don't want to give us any money and you just want to give us time, that's fine. We'll give you credit for every hour you give us towards your $500 fine and cost. If you want to do a little bit of both, give us some money on a, bi-weekly, weekly, monthly basis, whatever, and give us time to close it out, we'll do that.
okay,
All right. We just started a new program working with the city of Romulus, where they've got a list of senior citizens that need help around their homes and stuff like that, and they're low income.
Yes.
Okay. So we're providing some labor so the city can get some help to these folks that can't afford to go out and hire somebody to, clean up their yard or whatever needs to be done.
okay,
Interested?
yes.
Okay. So you're gonna go downstairs, see Avery Taylor. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Miles Stevens. Mr. Stevens, are you going forward today without a court-appointed attorney? Did you read your rights form? You understand those rights and the options they give you? You understand the possible penalty for the added charge of fail to report?
Yes,
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
I was reduced.
Yeah,
Okay.
but are you pleading guilty freely and
Yes.
voluntarily to that reduced charge?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so my understanding is you're gonna plead to fail to report, and then we're gonna dismiss, fail to stop or identify from January 12th, 24.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so were you driving in Van Buren on January 12th, 24?
Yes, sir.
And were you involved in an accident?
Yes.
Did you report that accident as required by law?
No, I did not.
I can accept your plea to the added charge. I'll dismiss the original. Are you working?
Yes.
Where at?
I'm a salesman at General RV Center in Wixom.
Oh, General RV?
Yep.
The one right on the service drive?
Yep.
Where they're making a huge
Yep,
addition
behind it,
and-
yep.
When's that supposed to be all online?
I'm not sure. They're still digging into.
Big
the-
project,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, big.
How long you been there?
About a year.
Yeah. Sales are up in your business, right?
They're starting to pick up.
RVs?
Yeah.
So I spent last weekend, my wife and I spent last weekend with two different couples that are like camping fiends. And we stayed in a motel like half a mile away from the campground. And they're like, of course, we're hanging around the campground.
Yeah.
So you ready to get one? I'm like, no, no. And I told Suzanne, I said, so you could do this. She said, yeah, I could do this. I'm like, I don't like neighbors in my house. Why would I want a vacation with neighbors 2 foot away from me? I don't see the attraction.
And people that usually have land are always ones that have the big trailers. It's like,
Yes.
you already live on land, you already don't have neighbors. Why are you camping? Why is that your choice?
You know what? It's that rough. They like that rough
Yeah.
lifestyle.
And there's nothing rough about it. I mean,
Nowadays, no.
The shower, seriously, the shower in this trailer is bigger than the shower at my cabin.
Yeah. Double sink, walk-in closet.
Yeah, I mean, they're nice. There ain't no roughing going on.
Oh, no.
No.
Like COVID.
And I could understand I like the idea of having, taking your hotel room with you if you're gonna go around and travel, but not if I got a camp next to the guy with the little yapping 4-pound
Yeah.
crunch launcher, right?
That's why people boondock.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's big business.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's some big money in those units.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful.
All right, back to business.
Yep.
So I'll dismiss the original charge.
Thank you.
Anything you want me to consider before I sentence you, Mr. Stevens?
Well, sir,
What was going on? You just panicked that day? What happened?
No, that was the last snowstorm we had. And I didn't have insurance. That's what made me nervous. But
Yeah.
I ran out of control and then onto the on-ramp, but then I swung my Suburban back and that's when I bumped them. And
What'd
so,
you hit?
I think it was the rear corner of their car.
Oh, there's another car involved?
Yeah. And I followed the other people.
And you're on a payment plan on the no proof insurance, right?
Yes.
And you're current?
Yeah, yes. I have another one coming up July 1st.
Okay. All right, anything else?
No, sir.
All right, total fines that cost $415. You want to just roll that into the payment plan?
I can pay it today.
You want to pay it all? All right, go on down, see the cashier.
All right, thank you, sir.
Enjoy your day.
You too.
Thanks.
Oh, what is the loss?
You're allowed to shoot
You?
I
I didn't know there was just.
Hang
on. Allow a license.
That one doesn't.
Yeah, you're good.
I was doing bad traffic directing.
No, you're fine. Good morning.
That's why I'm trying to allow it.
I didn't know there was two different charges, to be honest with you. Did you know there was allowing unlicensed driver and allowing suspended driver, two charges?
This is the same points and.
Heather's checking right now.
I didn't bring my SOS file. Usually I bring.
Oh, she'll get it. Are you ready on Stafford?
Yes, sir.
Ronnie Stafford, come on up. Jim's just trying to keep us on our toes. Stafford adjournment.
I guess I could see allowing the suspended being a more severe penalty now that I'm thinking about it.
I don't know.
Because
Who's more dangerous, the guy that was legally licensed and then
Or the
suspended for
14-year-old
some reason?
or the 14-year-old who you're letting drive. I don't know. You're right. It's be fun.
I guess it depends on the individual. All right, so we're gonna adjourn till August 1.
We do need to address the arraignment because of the allegations in this one.
Would you waive formal reading?
Yes, sir. We'll waive formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty, ask the court to enter a PR bond. The individual has no prior criminal history of any kind. And just the only issue or stipulation to the bond would be the no contact with
Billy, my brother.
Billy. Billy is the first name, same last name.
Okay.
No, Humbarger.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
Humbarger's his name, Stafford's mine. It's my brother.
Okay. All right.
And then
Okay, so August 1, what time are we gonna do that, Heather?
it's gonna be a final pre-trial with the complaint to appear on
Right, did
August.
you write a time?
We did not write a time on it.
8:30.
8:30. I will in the future. I didn't know. Do you want us to?
Yeah, I gave you time.
My apologies.
All right, so August 1, 8:30, who's that with?
Judge Martin.
So that'll be by Zoom. All right, in the meantime, I'm gonna put you on a personal bond. The only order is gonna be no contact with your brother, Billy,
No problem.
right? No phone calls, no letters, no social media stuff. You see him at Burger King, eat at Taco Bell, just stay away.
Okay.
Understood?
Yep.
Yeah.
Swear.
I can do that.
Swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you mess up on bond.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
We'll get you a notice in just a minute.
All right.
So what's going on here?
I blew my shoulder out 3 months ago.
They're gonna have to replace it or rehab?
Resurgery.
Resurgery?
No, they're gonna have to do surgery.
Okay. New
It's
joint?
just- Huh?
What they gotta do?
I guess I tore the tendon going down the bicep.
Yep.
And then there's some back here.
Yeah, so they gotta reattach the tendons. When's surgery scheduled?
I'm not yet. They're still got me in therapy and then I'm doing, they gotta get the inflammation down.
Yep.
I can't take, antibiotics because my GI.
Yep.
So they put me on steroids that.
Yeah, it slows the process down.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck. Good
All
luck.
right, thank you.
So we'll be in touch.
Marcel Cove. Counsel? Oh, are you going, no attorney for you?
No.
All right, you understand we've got him here if you want to talk to him?
Yeah.
Okay, did you read your rights form?
Yes, sir.
You understand those rights and the options they give you?
Yes.
All right, and you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes.
All right, understanding all that, Mr. Cole, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes.
All right, tell me what was going on May 27, 2024 that makes you think you're guilty of embezzlement. Where were you working?
Walmart.
All right, and what happened?
Just skipping stuff at self-checkout.
Say again?
Just skipping stuff at self-checkout.
All right. 3 items go through, only 1 gets scanned.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and you've agreed to pay restitution of $158.09, is that right?
Correct.
Okay. All right, I can accept your plea. Do you have any prior criminal convictions?
No.
All right. Are you working now?
Yeah.
Where at?
Q-Dogs and I'm cutting hair.
Okay. All right. And it looks like you've got a civil infraction equipment violation that you owe us money on, $240. Are you in a position to start a payment plan on that?
Say that one more time.
Yeah, we've got a equipment violation of Van Buren Township civil infraction.
I didn't know anything about that.
Can you pull something up on that? Maybe the names aren't right.
Yeah.
This is Marcel Anthony.
Yep, Marcel Anthony, defective equipment, it happened on January 27th. Same address, same phone number. Same everything.
And you said it's for what?
Defective equipment.
January 27th this year. Yes.
No, he told me he wasn't gonna write me a ticket as long as I got my plate on.
It was probably a way before.
Yeah, because he stopped me. He didn't give me any papers at all. He told me to go on about my day and then get the screws. And if I get pulled over again, then it'd be a problem.
Officer Hernandez, but you've received 1, 2.
Yeah, I kept getting stopped until I got paid and can get.
No, we've been sending you mail notice. We've been sending you notices saying you gotta do something.
It says the ticket was submitted, signing admit responsible, no form of payment was received. You signed the back and sent it in. And then we sent another notice. We've sent about 5 notices.
Y'all sent it to that Taylor address?
Here in Street and Taylor.
Yeah, I don't stay there anymore.
Okay, so you checked in downstairs and told them that's your address?
Yeah.
You went downstairs and you checked in and you said that was your address.
Yeah, so who's at that address?
I couldn't tell you. I moved out about a year
Why'd you
ago.
tell them what that was your address?
She just asked if that was the one that was on my ID.
So
It's not my current address. I haven't done a change of address yet.
Why do you think we want to know what's on your ID? So we can mail you stuff. You think we just want to know what's on your ID even if it's not accurate? All right. So are you in a position to get on a payment plan?
Yeah.
Give us a good address.
47103 Waters Edge Lane, apartment B212.
Water's Edge Lane apartment, what?
B212.
B212.
Mm-hmm.
Belleville mailing.
Yeah, 48111.
All right.
And the phone, 313-710-0320.
Yeah.
All right. Anything you want me to know before I sentence you on the embezzlement?
No.
How soon can you pay the restitution amount?
Maybe 2 weeks.
All right, I'll delay sentence for 6 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. I'm ordering that you appear at Van Buren Township to have your prints taken. Can you do that today?
Yeah, that's fine. And then can I get a copy of that that ticket? Because I had somebody in the car.
Yeah, you have to go downstairs.
All right.
Yeah, the defective equipment you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I promise you, he said that was supposed to be waived.
All right, on today's file, the restitution of $158.09, that's due within 14 days. Court costs are assessed amount of $500. You can add that to your payment plan on the other one. Any questions?
Not at the moment.
Good luck. How about Derisha Robinson? Okay, that's the first one. Why? Look at the trouble it's causing it. $484 ticket. That was a waivable ticket if you would have done what you were supposed to do at the time.
He sent it in and put something.
Yeah, there's something going on there. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're going forward today without a court-appointed attorney, correct?
Yes, that's
All
correct.
right. Did you read your rights form?
Yes, I did.
You understand those rights and the options those rights give you?
Yes, I do.
And do you understand the possible penalty for the added charge?
Yes, I do.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the added charge today?
Yes, I am.
Ms. Robinson, did you drive a vehicle at or near the airport on April 17, 2024?
Yes, I did.
At that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied?
Yes, it was.
I'll accept your plea to the added charge and I'll dismiss the drove while license suspended. What's the status of your license now?
I just had to pay my ticket.
Where at?
Rochester Hills.
How much you owe them out there?
I think it's about 300.
Okay. You got a payment plan with them and everything else?
Yep, I'm
Good.
paying it next week. On
Good.
Friday.
All right, Scrubs, where you working?
CNA, Palmer Living,
How long you been with the company?
since January.
Okay, good. 6 months in. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want me to consider?
Payment plan?
Yeah, we'll work with you.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, nothing.
Okay.
else.
All right, looks like you've got some other tickets with us too. And I'm gonna guess, yeah, they look like they're all out of the same incident. So there was a registration plate violation and no insurance that you got at the same time as the drove while license suspended. All right, those two you owe us $570.
Okay,
All right, I'll give you a break on this one then.
thank you.
You're welcome. All right, on this one, it's $300. So I'm gonna send you downstairs, find out what your payment options are and get something set up.
All right,
So
thank
have a
you so
plan
much.
before you leave.
All right.
All right,
Have
good
a good
luck. Good luck in Rochester Hills. I heard. I haven't seen him yet, but Heather said he looks like a retiree from Florida. Wasn't that your description?
A retired Floridian.
B, C, D, E, F, G. He's having trouble finding it.
I'm having a hard time reading.
I am too. Cadro?
C.
Is it Cadro, Tyler?
Cadzo.
Come on up. Say it.
Cadzo.
Cadzo. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. You are going for, oh, Mr. Bowditch, go ahead.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch, appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Cadzo, sir, could you tell Judge your name for the record, please?
Tyler Kedzo.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, today's date and time set for a pre-trial in this matter. It's also time for an arraignment. We wait for the reading and stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-trial this. There's an executed plea agreement in which Mr. Cadzo would be pleading responsible for a double parking ticket with all the original citations to be dismissed.
All right. Heather, I'll take the double parking on the C ticket. Dismiss A and B. All right, Mr. Cadzo, is that the way you want to resolve this today?
Yes, sir.
And you've agreed to pay fines a cost of $300?
Yes, sir.
All right. Pay it today?
Can you do a payment plan, sir?
Yep, I'll send you downstairs to talk about your options. The original 3 charges are dismissed.
Your Honor, Mr. Cadzo is a former Marine and was a Detroit police officer. He went into construction. He's going back to the police.
Really?
Yes, sir. Hopefully, sir.
Why? Why'd you leave, first of all?
Just wasn't right mentally, and I had to get some days in order. And a friend of mine offered me a job in construction.
Right.
And since then, I resigned from Detroit Police in 2022.
How many years did you have in?
2.
Okay.
2. And then I was in the Marine Corps for 3 years before that.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And so just recently, kind of wanted to get back into it. Construction's not for me anymore. So.
Okay.
He's looking at Woodhaven as we speak. And I told him there's a lot of nice jurisdictions around us.
Yeah, so you're not going back to Detroit?
No, sir.
I recommend Gibraltar. Working with my son.
Everybody's looking for cops.
Everybody. And this young man's very impressive.
Yeah. All right. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
All right, go on downstairs, get your options figured out. Have a plan before you leave. I'll do it. That goes inside that. How about Robert Valentine?
Ready, Your Honor? Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Valentine, who is approaching. Sir, could you tell Judge your name for the record, please?
Robert Valentine.
Good morning, sir.
Your Honor, today's date and time set for arraignment. Well, we're going to adjourn it, Your Honor. July 12th, if that's available. Or August, I mean. At 9:20, Your Honor, if that's appropriate.
Who's that with? All right, so that's by Zoom. All right, we'll get you notice, sir.
You're going to get notice when you leave the building. I'll have the Zoom and everything on it for you. All right? So just hang out. We'll get you the notice in a second.
Cody Lizette.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Josh Hadley appearing on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Cody Lizette, who's standing to my left. Let me state his name for the record.
Cody Lizette.
Good morning.
Your Honor, we would waive the formal reading at this time and would like to avail ourselves of the people's plea offer.
All right, Mr. Lizette, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Hadley?
Yes, sir.
You understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty to that added charge today?
Yes, sir.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Did you drive a vehicle in Van Buren Township on April 3rd, 2017?
Yes, sir.
And was your license suspended, revoked, or denied at the time?
Suspended, sir.
I'll accept your plea to the added charge. I'll dismiss the original charge. What's the status of your driving privileges?
So basically, making the district court tours, I believe, again, I don't want to make statements to be incorrect, but I think this, as far as we're aware, this would be the last impediment, I think, to being able to go back to the Secretary of State.
This one?
Yes, sir.
You working?
Yes, sir.
Where at and how long?
Can't even talk. Restoration complete and 2 years.
Sounds like construction?
Yes.
Okay.
And and briefly in the way of mitigation, I would just note the age of the case and that he is doing the right thing now.
Yep.
You're going back out and trying to get all these cleaned up.
Okay. All right. So before we'll get back to this file, you got a preliminary exam coming up in August 21.
Yes, sir.
You know about that. Looks like we had a pretrial on a Drovo license not valid on the 13th. You took care of that one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then we've got some 2023 stuff and another 2017. You already owe us $1,113 on those. You got a payment plan that's supposed to start in a week or so?
Yes, sir.
All right. What's the rate on that? How are you doing?
$100 a month.
Okay. All right. That's doable?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We got all kinds of late fees on this one. You just been afraid to come in and see us because you didn't have any good news for us, or what was going on?
Jobless.
Yeah, didn't have anything to pay.
Right. Yes, sir.
And you were one of those people that thought you had to come to court with money in your hand.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Obviously not true, or you'd be going to jail right now.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. So spread the word, right?
Yes,
Because
sir.
all you did is you cost yourself a lot of extra money. I mean, if you would have come to see us way back then, we would have still given you a payment plan. I'm not trying to make you feel worse.
No,
really.
I can
I'm
believe
just
feel.
seriously, when I say spread the word, I mean it. I don't want other people doing what you did.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you get to do around a lot more courts than I do. I don't know a single court that is not going to work with you if you don't have any money. I mean, in the old days, are there still some out there?
I'll hold my comments.
All
on
right.
that,
Well,
Your
but
Honor.
here.
But this
okay,
court is
so here,
certainly one that
some
does.
courts dangerous to walk in without money. Fair to say?
That is, sir.
But those courts are easy to find. All you got to do is talk to people. All right. This is not one of those courts.
Absolutely not.
So let people know if you get a ticket in this venue, you're making things worse by just staying out of court because the late fees rack up. All right. So for example, if I was to hit you with all the late fees on this file already, I'm going to do the math for you.
Heather, I saw you look at this.
Yeah. Usually, if I just hit somebody full boat on this type of charge, I usually start with the idea it's going to be about $500. You've already got $195 late fees. So if I hit you full boat, that'd be $800. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to do that to you. First of all, because you're already into us for $1,000, so I'm going to give you a break. But sir, when I'm telling you, tell people, I really mean that. Please tell people, if you don't go to court, the clock keeps running and the money keeps going up. All right, I feel better now. You probably don't, but I feel better.
No, I think he does, Your Honor. He understands what we discussed this before coming in, and we appreciate the court's understanding of the spot that he's in and trying to work himself out of.
And you're a construction guy. All right, I'm gonna do two solids for you. Number one, I'm not gonna hit you with all those late fees. So the total on the file is $500. Number two, I'm gonna let you roll that into the payment plan. Actually, three. And number three, I'm gonna suggest that before you leave this building, you talk to Avery Taylor. All right. We've got a new program that we're working with the city of Rhinebeck on, where they're finding folks in the community that need work done around their house that don't have the money to pay for it, senior citizens, etc. All right. We're trying to help them provide labor so that they can help these people that can't afford to take care of whatever problems they've got around the house. You sound like you might be perfect for that. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
So for example, through Mr. Taylor, we can hook you up with the building department. The building department might send you out to fix somebody's fence, for example. All right. And then we'll credit you X number of dollars per hour that you work and take that off your balance.
So you can
That's a pretty good deal.
Part of your funds. Let's do
That's
that.
a pretty good deal. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
So go down, roll it all into one payment plan, but then go make sure you talk to Mr. Taylor and said, Oakley said, I'm a contractor type guy. I might be able to work with you on that new program.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Questions?
No, sir.
Okay. So 3 solids from me. Don't disappoint.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
You're waving your hand. I'm assuming you're a contractor type. Oh, all right. Who's that? Jeff.
Your Honor, I
Maddox. Come on up, ma'am.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Miss Maddox. Ma'am, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Cayenne Maddox.
Thank you, ma'am. Your Honor, today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. We wait for the reading and stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-try this 2018 case. In this matter, we have an executed plea agreement where Miss Maddox would be pleading guilty to the added count of being a disorderly person, with the understanding the matter would be taken under 771 for a period of 90 days.
Good.
If Miss Maddox completes all she is expected to complete, the court will consider dismissal of charges at that time.
Wonderful. Miss Maddox, did you read your advice of rights? No. Did you go over your rights, Mr. Bowditch?
Yes.
Did you understand those rights and the options those rights present to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that and the possible penalty for this charge, did you understand that too?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Bowditch, incident date was 2/23/18, old one. Can you voir dire?
Ma'am, on that day in 2018, did you find yourself in a situation where you were loud? Did the police respond to you being loud?
Yes.
Could other people hear these disturbances?
Yes.
Defense is satisfied. Huh?
Where did this take place?
I think in Belleville.
No, I mean, were you at somebody's house? Were you at a store?
She was at her home.
Okay, all right. So it's where you were living?
Yes.
Inside or outside?
It happened outside.
Okay, all right. You satisfied, Mr. Bowditch?
I'm satisfied.
All right, so am I. What should I know about Miss Maddox before I set the terms of
Your
service?
Honor, I don't believe Miss Maddox is working at this time, are you?
No, not at the moment.
When's the last time you worked and where do you work?
I worked at Rainbow, and the last time I worked was
Rainbow, what's that?
It's a clothing store.
Okay,
And
when
the
was
last-
that?
The last time I worked was 3 weeks ago
And how long were you there?
for about 2.5 weeks.
Okay, what happened?
My disability, I was weak at work.
Okay,
She's having
health issues.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
She's having some physical difficulties.
okay,
She's
okay,
accompanied by her father.
okay. Anything else you want me to know?
No, sir.
All right, anything on your history? Do you have any other convictions on your record?
Yes, with tickets.
I'm not worried about traffic stuff, misdemeanors or felonies.
No.
Okay, all right. Anything else you want me to consider?
No, sir.
Okay. And no problem since 2018, I assume.
No, sir.
Okay. All right, I'll delay sentence for 3 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble. No new criminal offenses. Court costs are assessed the amount of $300. Can you pay that today, ma'am, or you need some options?
A payment plan?
Go on downstairs and figure those options out. All right, good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Is it Taj Harris Betts? It's Taj?
Is there a thought?
I like that, Taj. Good morning. So you are going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, you've met with the prosecutor. I've got a piece of paper in front of me that says you're going to plead guilty to the charge from May 26, 2024.
Yes, sir.
And the prosecutor has asked me to consider a delayed sentence. You read your rights form, you understood those rights?
Yes, sir.
Understand the options those rights give you?
Yes, sir.
And you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty, understanding all that? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right. So on May 26, 2024, were you in Van Buren Township?
Yes, sir.
All right. And at that time, was there an offer or agreement for sex for money.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll accept your plea. Any prior criminal history, Mr. Harris Betts?
No, sir.
Are you working?
Yes, sir.
Where?
I work for a place called Neapco. It's the building's Neapco, but we do parts for Ford,
Okay.
like PTI, like Ford quality parts, stuff like that. But they've been cutting our hours short, and they're like, we've been getting off early. And in July, they're about to have a shutdown for 2 weeks. So we're not gonna be working for 2 weeks.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have to work like off an app job.
How long you been employed there?
I've been there since March.
All right. Anything you want me to consider before I set the terms of sentence?
No, sir.
All right, the prosecutor's recommended a delayed sentence. I can go along with that. So I'll delay sentence for 6 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. Court costs are assessed the amount of $500. Can you pay that today?
Not today. I can work out a plan if that's okay.
Go down and talk about your options downstairs.
All right, appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
Good luck. Tiberi Iverson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Josh Hadley.
Good morning.
The defendant, Mr. Tabari Iverson, who's standing to my left. Please state your name for the court.
Tabari Iverson, good morning, Mr. Oakley.
Like that shirt.
Oh, thank you. Your
Why
Honor-
did I set this for sentencing today instead of that?
Your Honor, that's a great question. Because of the nature of what was going on, Mr. Iverson at the time wasn't himself. You'd ordered a mental health evaluation and that he get into some treatment, which this is a happy sentencing in my mind.
Yes.
Since that day.
Well, I just want to make sure, because
Yeah.
I don't, forgive it, but I don't remember the specifics. But I sentenced it so he could get some things on track, so he'd be in a better place for me to hear about.
That is correct.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Right.
So,
so Brad,
Your Honor, this matter involved the allegations, some inappropriate conduct in a public place.
Right.
And Mr. Iverson has addressed an addiction head on. He's brought with him today his 12-step program as well as his CHIP. Pleased to report, since leaving court last time, he's began treatment with Heron. I keep saying this one right.
Here on the ridge.
Heron Ridge Treatment Centers.
where are they at?
It's over in Plymouth.
Okay,
So he's now got a regular therapist that he works with every Monday, 3 o'clock,
once a week.
once a week.
Since when?
Since like right
week
after
after
that,
court.
yeah.
So that was April 24, I think. So
Yeah,
by
we go-
May, you were in treatment?
Yeah, for like about like a good 2 months so far. I'm still going too, so
Good.
yeah.
And has it been weekly all that time?
Yep.
That's a lot of time. Good, good.
Your Honor, again, this is a young man. This wasn't the only incident. There was a couple things that were all kind of bundled together. He's been working with the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office on the other matter.
Okay,
Please report, looks
Looking
like
good
that's
there?
gonna be resolved with a HIDA.
good,
So again,
good.
this was a situation where an individual is dealing with a mental illness and
Yeah.
has accepted and addressed, I don't want to say mental illness, but a condition.
Right,
And has really taken the proverbial bull by the horns
Good,
and done what
good.
the court asked and done what he knows his family and himself need.
good.
And again, we don't always get a report back 2 months later with, a forward-looking
Especially that
prognosis. That quick.
Are you working too?
I've been on paid leave from the stuff,
Okay.
but yeah.
From where?
Costco Depot on
Okay.
Belleville Road.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. All right. How long you been with Costco?
I'd say like 2 years now.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And obviously looking forward to the conclusion of all the matters to sort of,
Yeah,
again, he knows and his family knows that this situation is serious and what's in front of him had to be what was addressed and dealt with first. And
Yep.
thankfully, he's got the community support and family support, as well as,
Good.
well, frankly, this court support, based on our, representations last time.
Yep.
So,
okay.
Your Honor, I spoke with Ms. Manarino about, do the people have a stance on sentencing?
Yeah.
She's gonna take no position, says it's completely within the court's discretion, as you know, but
Right,
they're
right.
not making any recommendation.
No, I got you. I
Um,
got you.
and again, I think that
Nobody's screaming for blood.
no one's screaming
Right,
for blood,
right.
and really, we had a chance to speak with her in the hallway.
Yeah.
Commended Mr. Iverson as well about really not just talking the talk, but walking the walk.
Good, good. Okay, I'm gonna help him with that. Anything you want to tell me? Anything to add?
Well, so I've been going to therapy. I have a psychologist now, taking medicine for like OCD, ADHD, all
yep.
this and that. Then you heard from him.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
going to meetings too. I've been doing the meetings like 1 week after I got the therapist,
Yep,
because he was the one that found the meetings for me. I didn't even
Good.
know they made meetings for this.
Good.
So I was pretty happy to find that out, and I didn't realize.
You're not alone.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking I was like the only one, but
Yeah.
from there to now, I feel a lot better.
Good, good. Just feel like you're better headspace.
Yeah, I feel a lot more clear up in like the
Yeah.
headspace. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
And Aaron, he is nervous today, but I can tell you just,
Yeah.
again, I'm not vouching for my defendant, but
Right.
the overall.
It's
just
okay if you
demeanor-
do.
Well, you know, I mean, his demeanor just walking into the courtroom
Yeah.
today. and
Different.
It is.
This courtroom moment starts off calm, but quickly turns tense as jury selection exposes something serious. At first, the judge keeps things light, joking with potential jurors and explaining how the system works. He breaks down key ideas like presumption of innocence and reasonable doubt, making sure everyone understands their role clearly. But everything shifts when a new juror is brought in. When questioned, the juror openly admits to having prejudice against a specific group and even says they cannot set it aside. That moment changes the tone instantly. What started as routine jury selection becomes a critical test of fairness. The attorneys don't hesitate. They immediately move to have the juror removed, recognizing that bias has no place in a fair trial. The judge agrees, and the juror is dismissed from the panel. This moment highlights something powerful about the justice system. It's not just about evidence, it's about who is judging the evidence. Because in court, even one biased juror can change everything. And here, the system worked exactly how it's supposed to, identifying bias, confronting it directly, and removing it before it could affect the outcome.